that we'll see in just a moment. That raid on Port Stanley was 7,760 miles round trip and involved a total of 19 aircraft, including tankers to refuel the tankers to refuel the Vulcan. Was the first B-2 version of the Vulcan into RAF service in 1960. She served on number 230 Operational Conversion Unit, then on 101, 44 and 50 squadrons. Later converting to maritime reconnaissance on 27 Squadron, and in 1982 she became a tanker. She was put up for disposal in 1984 but saved for the Vulcan display flight, in which role she operated until being finally retired from the RAF in 1993, the year after the Vulcan display flight's last display season. Now this will make a fantastic picture, and I'm going to take one myself. Who was behind the Vulcan to the Sky Trust, described the Vulcan as the last complete triumph in the long history of innovative British aeronautical engineering. He felt that the RAF 7-year campaign to get her back in the air. That was used to such devastating effect in the raid on Port Stanley. Just under 10,000 kilograms of bombs dropped on that raid. 2 of them hitting the runway, 1 of them smack bang in the centre, denying the airfield's use to the Argentinians' fast jets during the rest of the Falklands War. Well, the Vulcan to the Sky Trust campaign lived on a knife edge since the earliest days. There have been many near disasters, one of them like failing in the first Heritage Lottery application, but against all the odds succeeding in the second one. Several times the trust almost went bust, even laying off the workforce more than once, including earlier this year. But the chief engineer, Andrew Edmondson, says the whole project has a guardian angel. She gave up several times, but she's come back and she's still here. Second James Bond film, Thunderball, when one of them was hijacked and crashed into the sea to get at the nuclear weapons on board. People of Britain in single pounds, tens of thousands, and everything in between. With Sir Jack Hayward, for instance, making outstanding contributions, and also Eddie Forrester of Aerobytes, as well as huge support from the Civil Aviation Authority and Marshall Aerospace, who are the engineering authority. Other companies including EADS, AirVP, BAE Systems, Jefferson, Subaru, AD Holdings, Goodrich, Rolls-Royce and Judd Power. And throughout it all, C. Walton Limited at Brontingthorpe and SP Aviation. But despite all of that and everybody's generosity, she's only safe until the end of the airshow season and continues to need everybody's help. The original business plan depended on major commercial sponsorship. Now, of course, in the current financial environment, that's virtually been ruled out. So other means of support need to be found. She is doing about 28 displays this year, which all help keep the aircraft flying. And one of the things she does outstandingly well is to inspire and excite the next generation. Of the power of those four engines to take such a large shape up so high in such a short space of sky. I had the good fortune of having a clamber around inside her at Farnborough last year, and one of the things that intrigued me is that there's actually an old London Underground strap or two inside the rear cockpit. The cockpit itself is a very small affair for such a large aircraft. Just the pilot and co-pilot, accessed through a ladder. But for the rest of the crew behind, who actually don't have ejector seats, so therefore rely on parachutes and a hatch in the floor if they need to leave the aircraft. And when moving